Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Wednesday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Randy Lee. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. 256-234-6221 is our number, so give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind. Any of the things that we talk about, obviously it's you might say it's kind of a slow news day, so we'll look at some interesting things. Number one, Mantis rubistopicus.
That's a pretty good try.
Okay, from Lithuania.
Yeah.
Did actually sign with Auburn this week, so I thought we'd take a look at what this basketball team's going to look like this coming season. And a lot of new pieces. And so, a lot of talk about basketball. You got Dusty May leaving Michigan, going. So, Stephen Pearl back for his second year.
NBA draft.
Keyshawn Hall, not taken in the first two rounds, right? So, I'm assuming he'll go to the G League.
He was going to go probably toward that direction anyway. I don't know.
I would imagine.
I'm not overly surprised.
No.
Has some holes in his game. Great scorer, but the size that he carries from a defensive standpoint, I think you got to be a little bit more explosive than he is, and maybe that's held him back. But we can talk about that.
Okay. We'll talk about that. There was a guy dismissed from the Auburn football team. I think you need to have a guy dismissed every now and then, because if you never have a guy dismissed and you sit there and you're lulled into believing, we're just a disciplined football team, we'll never have anything go wrong. That's not true. So, but it shows me that a coach, will tell a guy that, either you've done something, whatever you've done, it rose to the level of you can no longer play here, or it was a combination of incidents where, it just that relationship has soured. Well, Duke Smith, who had a really good spring game, if I recall, and he kind of came on in the spring after, a redshirt year as a true freshman, but was coming back this year, and I think was going to have an opportunity to play and to play a lot, but he's no longer on the roster. So, interesting enough, I think his brother still is. So Eric, his twin brother, who's 6 inches taller than him, I think, oddly enough. But anyway, Duke Smith no longer a part of the team. So that in mind, I thought, well, hey, we're less than a month away from SEC Media Days. Can you believe that? So we can look at what this Auburn offense is going to look like next year. And maybe tomorrow we'll look at what the defense, maybe the starting lineup. How comfortable do you feel with a starting lineup that we're going to put out there? Does it make you feel better or worse as we approach the season? So a lot to talk about. We'll get to as much as we can. Auburn got a couple of wide receiver commits just the other day. Very highly touted out of Prattville, Deshaun Hall and Cedric Simmons out of Selma. Auburn beat out Penn State. They beat out Alabama, Tennessee, Clemson. A lot of people wanted these guys. How big a deal is that?
Well, let me go back to Duke Smith leaving.
Okay.
Give a comment on that. A couple of years ago, this would be one of those that you just put me through. A couple of shows ago that you and I did with how many offensive linemen that Auburn had committed from the high school and junior college ranks and how many actually panned out that had a high ranking. And how many did nothing? You know, I'll say with Duke Smith, and just to go into comparison then to now, doesn't bother me anymore. I mean, there's a transfer portal out there to grab somebody if you feel like it was a need position. There's ways to fill spots that you once couldn't. And so we go on. Also, I could care less what our final recruiting ranking is. Sorry, Auburn fans. We're doing a pretty good job of covering it, I think, with Brett and Faith on the Auburn Blitz side, but it's nowhere near to the level of what it once was.
Yeah.
There's too many options out there to be able to fill in gaps. And I want to sit here as an Auburn fan, and think back to 10 years ago with Alabama and think back to where Auburn is currently in recruiting and look at where Alabama is and go, man, Kalen DeBoer just doesn't have it going on and Auburn does. I don't know. I really don't. I just don't know. I like that we're getting players, Andy, and I'm sure there's certain positions, and Brett has talked till he's blue in the face on this, that there are certain positions that you still need to go fill up from the high school side. But let's just take quarterback. You care if Auburn signs a quarterback commit after what you've seen the last two that we've gotten? Any part of you that sitting around just holding your breath on if we did get a quarterback commit
right
in the next year or two, that we would actually get them out on the field and they would beat out whoever we spent money on to have transferred in? I can make an argument that the answer is no to that. So
yeah.
It's just a professional game now, Andy. I mean, you're just managing a roster and you need a GM, and I think it's easier to get rid of somebody now than it ever has been, because you can go fill them in, unless it's somebody that you were dead set counting on to make massive plays for you out there on the field. Do you care anymore? Duke Smith's leaving?
No. All I look at is frees up money.
Yeah, frees up money and frees up space.
So, yeah.
For maybe somebody that's going to come in and make a bigger splash than him.
True. I misspoke earlier, of course. The first round of the NBA draft was yesterday. The second round's tonight, actually. I was projected. He's not projected. He's like very, very late Keyshawn Hall. Maybe he does get drafted in the second round. We will see. But not projected to. I was just put that out there. Let me correct myself. That tells you how much I keep up with the NBA.
Yeah. I was watching because my son was dying to watch last
Really?
night. Oh, he's a freak show.
He wants to watch NBA
Oh,
draft.
he watches old NBA drafts all the time. He can name all-time teams for every single NBA team all time. And he can tell
I bet does he play video games?
Oh, he plays video games, but he watches an immense amount of podcasts that do that type of discussing in very odd voices.
Really?
Very fake voices that make it really dramatic. If you have kids that do that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's all he watches. He should know a lot about it.
My nephews, when we were at the beach, my nephews were playing, I don't know what it was, I guess PlayStation or something. But it was an NBA game, and they were playing with all-time teams.
Yeah.
You know, and they were, talking about this and that, and they were playing. I mean, of course, they're a lot younger and they're kids, and they were like, one of them was playing with the Trailblazers, and they were like, man, these guys, who are they? And I think one of them was playing with the all-time Bulls team, and I was like, this is so not fair. You got Michael Jordan, and everybody but anyway. One of them was coming off the bench for the Trailblazers was Bill Walton, and he was like, "Man, this guy sucks," And I said, Bill Walton was one of the greatest college basketball players that's ever played. I said he won a championship with the Trailblazers like '77, and outplayed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, he was MVP.
And so I said, you guys don't even know who these people are, but these were great players. But anyway, I thought that was fun, and they didn't have games like that when we were kids, but you could play with an all-time team. That's pretty cool. Anyway, that's beside the point. Back to Deshaun Hall and Cedric Simmons. Is that a big deal that Auburn got those two guys at two in-state highly thought of receivers?
I mean,
both of them end up at all.
I like that we're keeping guys at home that are in-state guys, yes, absolutely. Again, it's just how much do you want to weigh into the high school rankings, and can they make an immediate impact above and beyond what you bring in the portal?
Yeah.
You know, I look at Auburn's receiving group this year and the way that we put it together this year, and I know that it's an outlier with a new coaching staff and bringing a quarterback in and having a couple of guys that are coming with him that have caught a lot of balls. But I still think it's much different than what we've seen in the past. So, Hall, Brett and Faith got an interview with him last week. You know, I like to see these guys stand beside Brett because, and I say that because I know exactly how tall Brett is, and he dwarfs Brett.
He's a big guy.
He is a legit 6'4" or 5" guy. I mean, I don't know that he's as bulky. I don't think he is a Cedarian Morgan, but I think he's as tall as Cedarian was. And so that brings some length, that brings some athleticism that I think is a difference maker out there on the perimeter for Auburn. So I think he was a massive get and one that a lot of other programs wanted. So to be able to win that tells me that we're, one, competing by our coaching staff getting out there and creating relationships here in the state, but two, we're also paying whatever somebody's willing to pay. Because I think Penn State was in on the mix.
And I think they wanted him bad.
Yeah.
So whatever we did offer him, you know,
I
don't know if it was out. I don't know if we outbid them, but for whatever reason, I'd like to know what put Auburn over the top. Interesting. All right, we are just getting started here on this edition of the Auburn Blitz. Join us when we come back right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Berner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Hey everybody, hot summer prices have dropped at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Drive home today in a brand new GMC Sierra 1500 with savings up to $15,750 off MSRP. Or get 0% financing for 60 months. Need more power? New GMC Sierra 2500 HD with savings up to $10,000 off MSRP. Or get 4.9% financing for 60 months. Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. We are brought to you each and every day by Sensagreen Heating, Cooling, and Insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sensagreen. They are the carrier dealer in this area. 334-487-3555. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job is too big, no job is too small. Commercial or residential for all your needs. 334-531-0199. And finally, the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm for all your personal injury needs. They are always looking out for your best interest, and they can help you out with any legal matters that you might be dealing with in the personal injury variety. 334-604-7927. The Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. All right, Randall, Ed says, I know how much you like Bucky McMillan. Did you hear his interview with the next round guys? He said you have to have 3 of the 10 best players on the floor in the SEC to have a chance to win big in the SEC. If you don't, you're a 500 average team.
He's an analytical freak. I don't think that he just spouted that out without having
3
some
of 10
numbers that make sense to him. And it was the biggest complaint I had about Auburn's decisions leading into last season. You know, this is a sport within a reasonable amount of money that you can get competitive. Now, it's easy for me to say that it's a reasonable amount of money to spend an extra $5 to $7 million on a roster, but that's what it would have taken last year.
Yeah.
I mean, some of those guys that Michigan got.
3 of them went in the first. I know 3 of them, maybe more.
One number 11 overall.
3 of them went in the top first round.
You could have gotten at least a couple of those, especially the one for UAB, for probably $5 to $6 million, not a piece, but like 3 to 4, 2 to 3 a piece. And you cannot go into games where you don't have to say what Bucky said there. Do I like it? No. Is it reality? Yes. It doesn't. It's kind of like having I was talking with a Auburn Young Professionals group this morning, and you know it's interesting to look at me and you and think back to at one time you and I were 22 to 25 years old too, and they're dealing with AI, and you can either embrace it or you can fight it and think that it's not going to make a major change in the business world or not. It's the same with this. You can either embrace it and have a good plan moving forward or not. And I love the roster that we're putting together, especially if this new piece that we've added sticks and can actually play. Andy, I love this roster, but last year we didn't give ourselves a chance. We got some decent pieces, but we didn't have enough of an inside presence, and we didn't have 3 of the top 10 players in the SEC playing on our roster. We just didn't have that.
On any given time on the floor,
Yes.
if you got 3 of the best 10 players out there, he's saying you can win. Of course, you got to be a good coach too. That helps too. But
I think he proved last year without a great roster and the latest roster to be put together of anyone in the SEC that he can coach them up.
Oh, no question.
And he's always proven that to me. And the reason that I think Bucky, and I love Bucky, even though he had his shots at Auburn last year, I mean it's okay. I mean we can deal with it. Trust me, if he was ours and he was taking shots at somebody else, we'd be perfectly fine with it. But the thing I like about him is his players play unbelievably hard for him. I mean, he demands it, and it's not in an abrasive way that he demands it. I mean, just is that type of guy. Like, he's got high energy, and you either going to meet his energy level or you're not going to probably play for him. And you give him the right pieces at Texas A&M with the money that they have out there, something tells me they're going to win a lot of basketball games, Andy.
That will be interesting to watch, no doubt. Lyles Griffin says, did the bill that Congress was working on pass, and if so, when will it go into effect? It is still yet to be voted on as far as I know. There is no chance whatsoever that I will say this, that I don't, you don't want to go in absolutes, but in the bill in its current form right now, there is no chance that it's going to pass. None. Because the SEC and the Big Ten are not going to bargain, collectively bargain TV rights and share the money equally. That's just not going to happen. The SEC's got a 10-year deal with ESPN and ABC worth about $2 billion. Do you think they're really interested in sharing any of that with any of the other conferences?
Do you think that there is, we've had this talk with the lottery here in the state of Alabama. These bills come to vote that there's pieces in there that nobody's going to ever get behind. Why the hell you put them in there? Really? I mean, like, you're just trying to.
I think you want to sneak it through, maybe. I don't know.
But they're not sneaking something that clearly. Like, I remember a few votes back on the lottery, they had it set up where only like 4 or 5 of the places like Victoryland were the only ones that were going to take advantage of this outside of some funding that was going to come to the state. And you're like, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's never going to get passed. So we just sit here and we wonder why our funding doesn't match the bordering states around us. I don't want to, we've talked till we're blue in the face, and then you talk to legislatures and you're like, well, that's the bill that they present is not going, why can't we put one together that doesn't reach for things that are not going to go through? So no, why would the SEC?
I guess I don't know about that, but I guess the idea
is parity.
I guess the idea is first you write the bill. This is the dream scenario, and then you start the whole idea of government and having 2 parties and having a Senate and a House of Representatives is that you can compromise and you can go to each other and say, okay, I'll give you this if you'll give me that. And we'll try to, and we'll, go back and forth, and the bill will eventually be something that nobody gets exactly what they want, but everybody can live with it, and it's what's best for everybody. And I think that's the way it's supposed to work. Sadly, that's not the way it ever works.
Nope.
So, I don't think they voted on it yet, but the Big Ten and the SEC are not supporting it in its current form, and so it's not going to happen, at least right now, for sure. They may change it. We'll see. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Senza Green.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Randy here with you, about 30 more minutes in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. 256-234-6221 is our number here. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. We were talking, let me remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Great place to get some great food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. Go and check out their website, steaksinwine.com. Just the letter N there, steaksinwine.com. And they got daily lunch specials. They got specials going on for holidays. They would love to cater your next get-together, whatever it might be. The food is absolutely wonderful, and the people are great as well. Go and check them out today. That is Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines on Pepper Tree in Montgomery and on East Glen in Auburn. All right. Where should we go from here?
Let's do the
You want to look at the
basketball.
basketball
Yeah,
team?
absolutely.
All right. So you got coming back this year, you got Todd Pettiford, you got Kevin Overton. Those are two of your stars from last year. Kevin Overton, I think we got so much more than we were actually
Best
bargaining
offensive
for.
player we had the last 10 to 15 games of the season.
No question.
Knew you were going to get it from him.
Yeah, I mean, we brought him in for defense.
Yep.
Right? But he's a good defender, but he was an even better offensive player, so he's coming back. He's got a year on his belt. He's more comfortable. Todd Pettiford, maybe, you had a sophomore slump-ish. I mean, he didn't have a bad year by any means, but I don't think he progressed as far as we were hoping he would. Maybe he comes back, as your point guard, and you're thinking, boy, these two could make a dynamic duo in the backcourt.
Well, I think the two of them know how to play together and know how to take the pressure off the other now after a year of, and that's, so many people, so many Auburn fans wanted to throw shade on the efforts of Stephen Pearl in year one. My gosh, man, I know that we went to the Final Four, but he had one player coming back.
Yeah.
And that one player, clearly, if there's only one of you, they haven't played with anybody, and they don't have any chemistry on what to carry out there on the court. So by the end of the year, I know that we had a little middle part of the year where I thought we were going in a positive direction. Took a little bit of but by the end of the year, we're playing much better. And and I like that KO can handle the ball, and he's got a big frame if needed. And so keeping them two, just start there. You're doing something right by keeping them two. Forget Tahad, who's been there with us. Everybody in the country, including the SEC especially, saw what KO could do by the end of the year. If you don't think everybody wasn't after him, then you're crazy. So we did yeoman's work to be able to keep him around.
I would agree with that 100%. Well, Simon Walker's back. He was a big-time shooter out of Huntsville.
He's got to be way better.
He's got to be way better. He didn't have any kind of the freshman year. I don't think any. I mean, I didn't expect him to play a whole lot, but I expected him to contribute a little bit, and it's not.
And he's got to be way better with a roster that matches his skill set much better. So not only must you be better, but you've got to be able to beat out some guys that Auburn's bringing in that we're bringing in because they shoot the ball, and they shoot it exceptionally well. So I'm hopeful. Great high school player from one of the best programs and coached by one of the best coaches in the state. I'm very hopeful that he can get there, but if he doesn't, we got pieces to plug and play if he doesn't make it there.
Got a talented freshman, Caleb Williams, coming in at the point guard position as well, probably to back up Tahad, I guess. We'll see what happens with that, but you got a lot of transfers here, especially in the forward category, small and power forward. You got Mantis Rubistaficus or Snuffleupagus and from Lithuania, true freshman, but he's 24 years old, been playing professional for about 8 years.
Well, let me read the draft profile as this just comes out, yesterday that was finalized. So
actually, I think this was like for 2024 or 2025.
Yeah, but this tells you the skill set of who we have coming in. Stands at 6'6", and even though his 196-pound frame is a bit slim, doesn't need to be the strongest player out there due to his quickness and the fact that he'll probably spend most of his time on offense as a perimeter threat due to his excellent shooting skills. Has the handles of a guard and the size of a stretch four, making him very difficult for opposing defenses to slow down. Here's some stats to pass along. He helped lead Lithuania to a silver medal at the U20 single game scoring record, he set the single game scoring record in the U20 with 38 points. In the U20 Euro basketball classic, he averaged 19.7 points per game to earn the tournament scoring title. And like I just said, setting that record with a 38-point outing.
He's a scoring machine.
Yes, and he's a shooter. And the names that you're running down after him, they're shooters too.
Adam Olson, I think that's the one from South Alabama.
Yep.
And also
big-time three-point threat.
Thomas Dowd from Troy.
High school product, went to Troy, plays above the rim but shoots the ball exceptionally well. Was a 15-point-per-game guy at a Troy team that had a lot of success. So great get, great body. I mean, we're talking 6'7", 6'8" frame.
Right. George Kimball, I can't remember where he transferred from. I'll come up with it later on if you keep talking. But also you got Jeremiah Bowen coming in. That's obviously the son of Ira Bowman. He's a guard forward type. He's a true freshman. I'm not sure how much he'll play. I just put it on there because he's a part of this team. 3 center prospects coming in. The Frenchman, Narcissi Nagoya.
7 foot plus.
He has signed. He's not on campus yet, but he has signed. So expect him to be here to participate. But yeah, so over 7 feet. You got Bucky Oboye, that over 7 feet as well, and you got Owen Freeman, who I think transferred from, can't remember. It was like Akron or something. Maybe I can't remember. But he's a 7-footer as well. So you've gone from basically no 7-footers to you got 3 now. And, one of them has been playing in Europe. I don't know about Oboye, what his story is. But the size differential in this team and last year is not even remote.
Well, what you and I were talking about during the break and the analytic approach to basketball now is 3-pointers and close range 2s. Well, it's helpful when you got close range 2s from some 7-foot plus guys that can compete around the basket, and that's where the college game has gone. It's leaned back into that 5 position being very, very important on the offensive end. Right. The champions are really coming with a big-time player at that 5 position, knowing that you're going to, instead of shoot that 45 to 50% on mid-range 2s, you're going to expect those guys to extend it out and shoot the ball from a 37 to 40% at the 3-point arc. You'll give up that 5 to 7 percentage points to shoot the ball outside the 3, knowing that you're going to also go inside and hopefully shoot a 60+% mark with your big guys down in the post. And you got to have the big guys to be able to offset that a little bit. And I think Auburn's got them. Love this roster as long as we get them all in. That's the only scary part with the rules changing daily and not knowing exactly what rule's going to be held up and which one's not. We're right there in the gray area on a couple of these.
Yes, we are. You would have to believe that if they do start making rules and these guys are already practicing, that it's going to be rules for next year.
You would hope.
But you would hope anyway. All right, let's go ahead and take another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area. And they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
During Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Jurassic Challenge, replace your system by July 31st, and you could win up to $2,500 back for the oldest HVAC system or $1,000 for the oldest water heater. Call Dixie and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. All right, let me correct myself here. George Kimball's from Vanderbilt, transfer from Vanderbilt. Owen Freeman's a transfer from Creighton, the 6'10" center. Kimball is a 6'2" guard, small, shooting guard. Bucky Aboye is from Santa Clara. He is 7'1" and 220 pounds. And then, of course, you got the, Mantis, who's 6'6", and Nagoy is 7. They got him listed as 6'10" too, so right about 6'10", 7 foot. So it's going to be a really fun roster to watch and see how they can gel in here leading up to the season. And I'm like you. If this team can't shoot, we probably need to go in a different direction.
Well, all the guys that you've got coming in have shown the ability to get a shot. And great shooters, part of what you and I were talking about during the breaks, you can be an amazing shooter sitting out there with nobody defending you, but can you get off enough to be able to get enough shots up to make a difference? And all of these guys have.
Yeah.
These aren't – now, Simon Walker, he hasn't proven that he can. But these other ones that you've got coming in, they put up massive numbers shooting the ball outside the three-point arc. So there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
There's enough of them, Andy. And if I've got to trade one European for another, and the one that I've got coming in can shoot, and the other was just a grinder inside, and he was undersized, give me this one. Right. Give me this one. And I love the makeup of this roster if we get everybody to the game healthy, especially those key pieces inside, because those are the toughest ones to find.
Yeah, for sure. All right. SEC Media Days, like I mentioned, 1 month from now, July the 20th through the 23rd in Tampa. Auburn will go. They got them listed first on Tuesday, the second day. So, Alex Golesh, right out of the gate, I don't know. Sometimes they change the order of these, but Auburn will be on Tuesday. Auburn, Georgia, South Carolina, and Vanderbilt. So go ahead. I like it when we're early. I don't like being like the last day. It's kind of nobody cares by
Everybody's
then.
kind of bored with it.
Yeah, everybody's kind of put out by that time. But you're welcome, Arkansas, LSU, Mississippi State. Texas is dead last. Everybody's like, can we get this over with, please? But anyway, this Auburn offense, we'll look at that today. We'll maybe look at the defense if we have time tomorrow. But quarterback Byron Brown, there's no question he'll be the starter unless, God forbid, there's an injury or something. But you think Tristan Tia, you trust him as the backup?
Had a great spring.
Yes,
a lot of buzz around him. Skill set's there. Live arm. I don't know why I would not think so.
Okay.
But again, all three of these guys, none of them have put an Auburn uniform on before. So we'll see how that plays out. But I think that's going to be more of the same moving forward too. So I'm not buying it like Alabama right now has got 2 upcoming seniors committed at quarterback. Somebody a lot smarter than me has to explain that thought process.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And I've heard they've got another one for next year.
Well, potentially. And
potentially.
Maybe there's enough money for it not to matter, and then you come in and 1 or 2 transfer out.
That's what I'm saying. You're just bringing them in. You're paying them to bring them in, so they'll just transfer right out.
And maybe it is a more economical way for you to bring somebody in to not take that big payday that's already proven themselves and know that I'm probably going to have a couple of $1 million of dead money for a year or 2 that's going to end up playing for somebody else after I see what they can do. And maybe that's the thought process. I can't see recruiting 2 high-end quarterbacks out of high school anymore. I don't get it. Maybe 1.
I don't see it.
I can be talked out of even 1. I could be talked into the Miami scheme.
Yeah.
I like the Miami scheme for Auburn.
Just go get the next best quarterback.
Dude, go spend whatever Beck wants, and you go get him, and you know what you're going to get. Go whatever Cam Ward wants. You hold that money to the side. Don't let it sit over there dead. Developing 2 quarterbacks that we've developed. I don't know how much money we've spent on them in the last 2 recruiting cycles, but neither one of them are wearing an Auburn uniform anymore. So I mean that's the direction I would go. I'm sure I'll get scolded for that.
Running backs, you got Jeremiah Cobb, the senior. Got Omar Mabsam. You got Washington, the transfer from Baylor. You got Davenport, the transfer from South Florida. And you got Alvin Henderson.
Oh, it's a great running back room. I think Jeremiah Cobb's ceiling's still out there to be seen. Mm-hmm. He proved himself when he got opportunities on a bad football team last year. I think it's got a chance to be even better. And if you put somebody back there that's dynamic enough with his legs to keep you honest on the perimeter and a big bull as well, I think that's going to help loosen up the middle part, the between the tackles runs that Jeremiah Cobb may break up the middle. I love it. And then Mabson, he shows his durability. He's like a little bowling ball back there running around. And, look, I'm one making AHSA posts constantly, and I know he played at Elba High School, but Alvin Henderson's numbers were crazy good. And they just all time crazy good. Yeah. So I'm still hopeful that he finds his way, and I haven't heard anything negative about the way that he goes about his work. He's not quite as big as you would probably expect, but he's really well put together, kind of like Omar Mabson. So this is a good room.
Yeah. You got a whole host of South Florida receivers in Singleton, Kroger, Neptune, Pettigrew, Nimrod, all of those guys. You got Sam Turner coming back, Eric Smith coming back, Bryce Kane coming back, and you got the freshman Deshaun Spencer coming in. You like that? I mean, basically we got South Florida's receiving room.
Well, their production was better than ours.
Yeah.
And we felt like, and now that may be SEC in comparison, but I don't know. We'll see. I like that the players have played together and they know the strengths of each other. And I like that they've caught balls from the quarterback before. And, I like the two smaller slot receiver type players that Auburn's got. I've always loved Bryce Cain, was really shocked that he couldn't find his way from a speed and athleticism standpoint. And I saw all of Deshaun Spencer I needed to see last year to know that if given the opportunity athletically, he can compete at this level.
Yeah. He kind of showed out.
Spring game
as well. So. All right. Well, that'll kind of wrap up that segment. We got one final segment coming up right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer availability. Eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Wednesday afternoon. Andy and Randy taking you up to 1 o'clock. We don't really have time to go into the offensive line. We'll save that till tomorrow. But Jake Johnson, tight end, Eccles coming in to transfer. Newsom, I think he came from Howard. So we got several. Jake Johnson was a really good, highly thought of tight end out of North Carolina. So it's going to be a lot of new faces on this Auburn football
I'll
team.
believe it
Sure.
when I see it, when our tight end room actually is a massive producer. I know that is the concept of this offense. So I'm going to enjoy it when it does happen.
I thought I heard that about Hugh Freeze, too.
We've been hearing this way back to Malzahn and maybe before.
It is June the 24th. On this day, 1922, the Chicago Staleys are renamed the Chicago Bears. Speaking of Bears, apparently there's Bears in Elk City.
And now they're looking to move out.
They are moving out of Chicago, moving to Indiana. But they'll still be the Chicago Bears, I guess. But right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
But they're literally moving out of it. I mean, how sad is that?
It's just a sad state of affairs.
Soldier Field is no more. Yep. I mean, that is crazy. Crazy. On this day, 1955, Harmon Killebrew hit his first major league home run.
Big old lumberjack.
Played for the Twins for years and years and years. I think he had close to 600. I think he had like 580 something maybe. He had a ton. 1979 on this day, Ricky Henderson made his Major League Baseball debut, and he stole his first base.
Will forever be the best leadoff hitter until somebody proves me wrong.
And if somebody's going to break his record for stealing bases, they got a long way to go.
Stealing bases and leadoff home runs.
Yeah.
To add power to the punch.
He blew Lou Brock's stolen base record, I mean, out of the water.
Do you remember the stretch where he was going for the record and just watching him steal bases and just...
I remember when he stood up on first base and picked it up and said, I am the greatest of all time. On the loudspeaker.
And he was right. Hey, when you say it, sometimes you're right.
It's true.
Just say it.
That's true. He said, I am the greatest. Happy birthday today, Roy O. Disney, brother of Walt, the lesser-known Disney, who they've made a couple of $20 billion probably.
They're on the way. They're trying to screw it up.
On saps like you.
Yeah.
Jack Dempsey, heavyweight champion of the world, for about 5 or 6 years.
You know, the impressive part of he and Marciano was that they won championship bouts in the heavyweight division, weighing in the 180s. Yeah.
Wow.
I think Marciano weighed like 189. Dempsey was smaller than that at times.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Mm-hmm. Wow. Chuck Taylor. I've never owned a pair of Chuck Taylors.
I have. Some yellow ones. They got
Really?
hot at one time, maybe around the time frame you and I were playing rec league basketball. I just remember one year where they were actually the cool thing to wear.
Yeah. Chuck Taylor, I mean, and
maybe that's just what my dad told me because
Billy Casper, he won 2 U.S. Opens and a Masters. Sam Jones played for the Boston Celtics, won like 10 championships with those Celtics that won so many. Terry Donahue, Hall of Fame coach, was at UCLA for many, many years. Jeff Beck, one of the original members of the Yardbirds.
Considered a top 5 guitarist of all time.
Peter Weller, RoboCop.
Didn't know that.
Born on this day, 1947. Mick Fleetwood, of course, Fleetwood Mac, 1947. Nancy Allen, she was the mean girl that poured the blood on Carrie. And she was also in RoboCop, the co-star.
Very random.
Yeah, 1950 she was born.
Do you like RoboCop?
I do, loved it. The 1987, the original, oh my goodness. One of the most prolific movies ever. I mean, just graphically violent. But nonetheless, Joe Penny of Jake and the Fat Man. No. How about Doug Jones, handlebar mustache, closer with the Brewers and many other teams.
Played college baseball here in the state of Alabama. I'm not sure, but I know he did.
Okay. I'll take that.
Jack State guy, but don't hold me to that.
All right. Kurt Smith, one half of Tears for Fears.
Didn't know that.
Nah, Roland, what was the other guy's name? Roland something, I can't remember. Danielle Spencer, D from What's Happening.
Didn't know her name, but yeah.
Did you ever watch Rerun and the bunch on What's Happening? J.J. Redick and Lionel Messi, born on this day, 1987.
The best.
Is there any doubt he is the...
Zilch, zero naba.
Now, I never saw Pele play.
Well, you could have seen Pele, and he, as far as stats, have an argument. But don't give me the Maradona deal.
Yeah.
Maradona was cracked totally out by the time he reached Lionel Messi's birthday.
That's going to wrap it up for us. He's Randy. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.